Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Hopefully you guys are all having a fantastic day. Today's upload is going to be about the long range update, long range outlook for the United States of America. And there's actually quite a bit things to talk about, some big storms, even though with some couple of warm weather, so interesting pattern. But I have a couple of announcements to make. So as you remember, I took a survey, and it was asking whether you'd support my Patreon, and many people actually said they would. So because of that, I did create a Patreon, and you can see MBGC combo. I have 0 patrons at this point. Obviously, I'm hoping we could get at least a few, maybe 9 or 10. That would be amazing, and $0 per month as of now. But I have a goal also that if we ever reach $2,000 a month of donations from me, then I will do a face reveal. But that's just kind of fun thing to do, guys. I really doubt it we'll ever get that high. That would be insane. This is the category. So overachievers, $2 or more per month, you donate, and you get Patreon only post feed and answer to every comment on Patreon posts. Super fans, $5 or more per month, the same thing plus a little Q&A. Super donor and fan, $10 or more per month is everything plus a little bit of one-on-one time. And then Angel is everything, and then a credit with name in each video in the description box of my videos. And if you do have a YouTube channel, then I will be putting that link to it in every single video if you decide to do that. So while this is a great way to support it, probably the best way you could do. And while we're at it, sorry about that. We could actually be you could actually subscribe to my YouTube channel also, so that would be a great thing to do. So right now, we're looking at the northern. I usually don't pull this out, so this may look. If this does look weird, it is a little bit weird. This is the region called North America, so the whole continent of North America. You could see Alaska up there, Canada, Greenland. Trying to, if you can't make out the United States, they're right around here: Florida, Texas, California, Oregon, and Washington. And the thing is, guys, we will be looking at some very major storms as we look through in time. We just see, okay, so this is Winter Storm Diego pulling out of the coast, and we see a storm, just storms and storms of big storms barging into British Columbia. The amount of snow that British Columbia will be getting is insane. They will be getting up to almost 90, 100, 130 inches of snow in the next 10 days with all these big storms. And you can see that's one big storm right there. Second big storm coming in right there. And that passes through. We got a third storm. We got a big storm in the United States, which we'll address in just a minute. But I just want to point this out, that there's a very active pattern going on in the Gulf of Alaska right now. And that's impacting British Columbia, United States in many, many major ways. So again, mainly the east is right now still quiet, but the west will be definitely filled with snow as well. The ski resorts will be happy. I'm telling you guys, it'll be happy campers. So let's go to United States of America, the CON-US, and let's quickly just look at total snowfall accumulations. That gives us how much snow will fall in the next 10 to 15 days. So right now, again, we're looking at ridiculous amounts of snow here. I mean, you can see the white. That's big. I don't know if you can see that. Let's zoom in on that. Let's go to regions, and let's go to Northwest. Okay. And you can see those numbers: 177, 63. That's actually a shading of a gray that tops out the scale. 48 is most the color changes at, and you can see right here 177 inches of snow. That is ridiculous amounts of snow. So very, very active west, and many people here need this water need this snow because their water resorts or their water reservoir is what they use during this. The snowpack is what translates into water usage during the summer. So let's go back to the CON-US. So let's go back, and in terms of the continental United States, there is not much snow at all actually east of the Rockies. There's again quite a bit in the Northwest, but here maybe 2 inches at most in the Midwest, couple of more inches in the Northeast, but the South not much. And this Canadian model is a little bit different with this. If we look for the next 10 to 15 days, with this it has a little snowstorm, maybe half a foot of snow. Still ridiculous amounts of snow out here, 160 inches of snow out in British Columbia. So may need to make a video on that. Let's just go to MSLP Rain Slash Frozen. This is the Canadian model, not the GFS. Again, I try using a variety of different models because not many people like the GFS. So we go through this in time. We might see a little slight snow event across the Midwest right here. Wednesday, we see a storm that's really strong at the beginning, but then just kind of scatters out and disperses its energy. And then this low right here gathers up the energy that it dispersed, plus some Gulf of Mexico moisture. Could be looking at a fairly significant winter storm, which again would be leading to that several inches of snow. And then as you see, the rain is way farther up to the north, because if you were to look at the 2-meter temperature anomaly, we're looking again reds all over the map, which is above average temperatures, above average conditions, and that is definitely something that's not usually typical for December. This much of a warm up, but again, I will show you in a video upcoming soon why this may mean a cold and brutal January and February. So let's go to the GFS, and same thing, very warm conditions. Wow, I mean, insanely warm conditions. This actually has been upgrading into even warmer conditions since last time I looked. So 20 degrees, 30 degrees above average in some locations. At one point, the whole United States will be above average. This is the most recent model run. But the good news for you guys is, for snow lovers at least, towards the end of the month, we start seeing a break in that, and we start seeing some colder air rushing in. And that could be some good news, especially for snow and for weather, videos. That's just always a great topic. And then this warm up is because of a major winter storm that could be occurring, which again, this is just so far out, it's ridiculous to talk about it. But what I'm saying is, around the 24th, 25th, 26th, the models have been talking. Models can't talk, but they have been hinting, showing that there may be a fairly large storm around Christmas time. We will need to watch that. But as of now, let's just, stay out of that. So I showed you the snowfall. Let's go to 8 to 14 day outlook. This extends from the 18th through the 24th of December. And I should show you the 6 to 10 day first, but let's just look at the 8 to 14. So this is the more long range outlook. We are seeing above average conditions for much of the United States still. In terms of precip, above average for much of the United States. And in terms of 6 to 10 day outlook, which is a shorter one, you can see Alaska being cold up there because of all those storms that just keep riding and bringing that cold air. This is the 16th through the 20th. Very, very warm conditions, or at least very high confidence in warm conditions. Only area that is neutral is maybe far southeast, like Florida. Precipitation, very above average in the west, and then the rest of the country is somewhere between, maybe a bit below, maybe a little bit above average, depending on whether that big storm forms or not. So that is basically it for today's video. Again, don't forget to, if you want to be my Patreon, I obviously would advise it since it's in my interest, but it's a great way to support my channel. You don't have to by any means, guys. This is not, I won't be judging you based off you not going to being my Patreon, because I could use my Patreon. I won't be judging my fans. This is just something that if you want to do, get out of your way and be really super generous. This is, that would be great. So thank you for that. I've been getting so much support lately. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all guys in the next episode. See ya. Bye.